Happy Tuesday guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Radhika, I'm a property investor, and today's video is about how to spice up your home so people want to rent it, because everyone wants to maximize profits, doing a BRR strategy and getting that high GDV, so the gross development, so what the end value is going to be. However, if you cannot rent your rooms out, then I'm not sure what you're going to do, because everybody wants to have that wow factor. They want to walk into that room or see pictures and be like, I need to stay there. So this video is going to help you, and some ideas to help you spice up your house. So the first one is a little bit obvious, but nobody wants to stay in a shoebox. Like, I don't know who wants to stay in a shoebox. Yes, you want to save on rent, and you've seen those horrendous pictures of those little London like apartments where the bed literally just pulls out, you've got your kitchen on top of your bed, like it's just horrible. Nobody wants that experience. Yes, paying for rent does come into that, but every room doesn't need to be a box size. Make the use of the space, make it look very big and open. And I understand that it has to work within the numbers, especially if you're doing a HMO, but that little study room, I don't even know why people count it as a bedroom, because it's not a bedroom, it's a study room, and you're like, oh, 2.5 rooms. So yeah, make the rooms a little bit bigger if you can, keep them as spacious as possible. People like to have space, especially if they are working from home or have family over, friends over, if someone wants to stay in their room, you know. The second part is focus on that particular tenant type. What is it that exactly they want to see in that property? So if they are professionals, maybe having a nice desk area, maybe having some shelves that they can put their stuff in. If they're in a student accommodation and you're renting out the whole house to students, you know, you want to make sure that the living area and the kitchen are nice so that they can invite people over or just want to spend time in there. They're just not confined to their room. So focus on what that particular tenant type wants and add in those little things just to make it more kind of room friendly. They want to speak to each other, and that's fine if they don't want to, but you've got to give the options of both. Which leads me on to the third thing, is about the kitchen. Nobody wants an outdated kitchen. There's so many things in fashion and you can get them really cheaply, like they're not expensive. Obviously everything has to work in your numbers, but spice up the kitchen, make it people that want to cook in there, you know, have friends over, maybe cook a meal together depending on the tenant type. So yeah, spice up the kitchen, make it modern, make it functional. The fourth thing is the garden. Nobody wants outgrown grass, disgusting weed area. No, just no. So spice up the garden, maybe put a little bench there if it fits in your numbers, add in like little extra bits, maybe they can start doing plants or something. I don't know, just make the garden look nice, especially in the summer. Like everyone wants to be outside, and just because they want to be outside doesn't mean that we want to go spend money outside, but they could just sit in the garden or have a barbecue in the garden or something. It's just making it user friendly. And the last point is just making use of all of the spaces. Like I mentioned earlier about the shelves, having a desk. Can you fit storage under the bed? Is there little things that you can do just to help make it a bit more spacious where it's not cluttered? And that comes with the room size and what you add into the room, even like a painting. Just make it look really attractive, so when you're renting it out or when you're putting advertisements out, people are like, oh my god, that actually looks nice. And everyone sees the development ads, like those rooms are so nice. Like I get distracted by them all the time, but that's what makes me want to look at it. Nobody wants to look at like some plain wall and, you know, there's nothing to it. Like people just go past it. We live in this kind of visual world where people want to experience it before they're there. So spice up the room, even if you get like a virtual staging company to come in, but just making sure that it's not plain and boring, because nobody wants to live there. Right guys, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, do let me know. Everything has to fit in your numbers and fit towards your tenant types. There's no point of putting things that just do not make sense to your tenant types, because they're just probably not going to rent it, and you're going to be disheartened when you're going to have to lower rents or go to a whole different tenant type, or there's not even a rental demand for that particular type. So making sure that you're doing your research, understanding what your tenant type wants. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you next Tuesday.